What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you how I created this set of navy and rose quartz nails. These are my next set of polygel hybrid nails, meaning that I used polygel and also gel polish as well as some hard gels to create this set. So if you guys would be interested in a full tutorial on this look, then just keep on watching. So guys, diving right in with this tutorial, and I have already gone ahead and prepared the base for my nails. So I have gone ahead and put on my nail tips. The tips I'm using today are these Pro Impressions ones, and then I created a thin enhancement for the pointer finger, the ring finger and the pinky using Premier Gel's rubber base coat and their builder gel in a bottle. So now that I have prepared the rest of my nails, I am now going in to start working on the middle finger, and I'm first creating my elongated nail bed, and for that I'm using the Acrylic builder gel, also from Premier Gel. This is their version of Polygel and it's in a really beautiful light cover pink. So I'm just going to go ahead and start doing the reverse method. So I start where the tip of my smile line is, and then as you can see I leave the bulk of the polygel there, and then I just drag the excess up into the cuticle area, and then I go around the cuticle to make sure everything is nice and in line and I have nice sharp sidewalls. I am going in later on to file this, but I do like to make sure I've got the basic shape before I do that, and it just makes my filing life so much easier. So when I'm happy with this shape, I pop that into my LED light for 60 seconds. So this was my first time actually using this polygel. I got it in my large haul for Christmas. I'm actually really enjoying working with it. It was so easy to play around with. It moulded my nail bed area beautifully and it was easy to shape and file. So I'm actually really enjoying it. So for my ring finger, I'm doing a marbled nail. So I'm first going in with some of that cover gel by Premier Gel, and then I'm going in with a pink and white from Yinikiz gels, and then I'm gently going to mix them together, not too much that they completely mould into one colour, because I want it to be like that rose quartz look. So as you can see, I just apply this onto the nail with my spatula end of the brush, and I do it in two layers. One layer goes to the top of the cuticle area, and then the other layer goes to the stress area. And then I use my brush and wet it with some isopropyl alcohol just so it's more pliable to work with that gel, and then I go in and mould that into my nail, making sure I have a nice even layer of that polygel right down that nail. But I also want to make sure that I'm not again mixing those colours too much. I really want the white and the different shades of pink to poke through. And then when I was happy with that, I once again popped that into my LED light for 60 seconds. Then my next step was to go ahead and file and buff those nails just so everything was nice and in shape before I moved on to my next step. Again, filing that polygel was no problems whatsoever. It was nice and soft and it filed perfectly well, and I'm actually really enjoying it. And then for the pointer finger and also the pinky, I'm going in with two coats of this absolutely gorgeous and navy blue polish from Semilac. This one is called Go Venezuela. So yeah, I go in with two coats of this, making sure I cure each coat for 30 seconds. And finally guys, here is an update on the nails once I have gone ahead and applied my base to all of the nails, and I am now going to go ahead and start working on my glitter tip. So for that I decided to use two different kinds of glitters, but we will talk a little bit about that in just a moment. But first I wanted my glitters to have a little bit of a darker base, just so it made the blue in the glitter actually pop. So I went ahead and added the Semilac's Go Venezuela to the tip of that nail. So as you can see, I'm just going in with a fine detail brush. I'm forming up my smile line so everything is still nice and flush, and then I fill in the rest of the tip, and I'm only going to do one coat of this, and then I fully cured that for 30 seconds before going in with my next layer. And now I'm going to go in with a layer of a clear builder gel. I'm actually using that Premier Gel builder gel in a bottle that I have decanted onto my mat. And I'm just going in with my own gel brush, simply because I feel like I get a lot more control using this brush than I do with the brush in the bottle. So I'm just going in and adding a thin layer of this right over that blue. And then I go in with my two glitters onto that wet gel. So the first glitter I'm using is Hope Diamond from the American Dream collection. And this one is from A&A Glitter. So I'm adding this to the top part of the nail, and then I sort of drag a tiny little amount down into the bottom. But I wanted this nail to be more of a gradient, so I am going in with two different colours, so I didn't take it all the way down. And then I go in with another glitter from A&A Glitter. This is Holographic Rose Pink, and I'm not even kidding, guys, it is simply beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to the bottom of my tip, but as you can see, I am mixing those two colours together at that little, just that tiny bit where the bottom of the tip is, and that's just so I have a little bit of a gradient effect going on. And then for the pinky, I am again using both of those glitters over a layer of that wet builder gel in a bottle. And as you can see, guys, with this finger, there is no rhyme or reason whatsoever. I am basically just mixing both of those colours together so I have a full glitter nail. So now we're moving on to the rest of my rose quartz nail, and I'm not even kidding, guys, this is the easiest way that I have ever found to do a rose quartz nail. So as you can see, with that base of polygel, it really does already look like a rose quartz because we have the different shades of pinks and whites in there. But to enhance that slightly more, I am going in with a layer of Semilac's 2-in-1 base coat, and then onto that wet gel, as you can see, I'm just doing random squiggles with Semilac's strong white. And then I switch over to my slightly thicker gel brush, and with some isopropyl alcohol I start to disperse those lines, and instead of creating like the marble lines, I want a more shadow effect. So as you can see, I am definitely removing 90% of that gel, and with the rest of it I'm creating more of a shadow effect. And then I fully cured that layer of the nail, and I'm now going in with some of this A&A Glitter's Holographic Rose Gold, and I'm just sparingly adding this to random parts of the nail, and this is going to go ahead and just bring the rest of that nail in line with the rest of my design. And then for the pointer finger, I'm going in first with a layer of that builder gel in a bottle, and then I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle some of Glitter Arty Nails Glare Flare, just using my finger, and definitely like you would salt, I'm just sprinkling that onto the nail, and then I fully cured that nail for 30 seconds. And finally, guys, here is the update on the nails before I have encapsulated everything. So this is just once I have applied all of the glitter to all nails, and here is the nails once I have gone ahead and encapsulated, and then I have also buffed and filed those into shape. And now I'm going in with a layer of that builder gel in a bottle, and I'm applying this to the middle finger, also the ring finger and the pinky, but I'm leaving the pointer finger because I will be putting a little bit of bling on that, but it's basically just to protect it from the nail glue and things like that, so I have a really nice glossy finish before I apply any nail art on top. And just watch this come to life, guys. I wasn't too sure about the pinky when I got my design finished, but as soon as I put that top coat on and that glitter came to life, I was like, yes, I am so pleased that I did it with that nail. So now I'm going in to start blinging up the nail, and all of the Swarovski crystals I'm using today are also from A&A Glitter. So I'm first going in with my Ink London Pick and Place, and I'm applying 3 Burgundy Delite Swarovski crystals, going in a vertical line down that nail. And then to the side of that, I again go in with some more glue, and I'm applying some Swarovski crystals in Topaz Shimmer and also some in Volcano. And once again, guys, I had absolutely no rhyme or reason with this nail. I just basically winged it as I was going along, and I was pleased how it turned out. But later on, once I was looking at the nails, I decided they needed a little bit of extra. So after I went in with the caviar beads and all of that stuff, I decided later on to add some rose gold little metal pieces, you know, like those little Japanese pieces. You will see in the later on design because I completely forgot to film it, and it was a little bit of it later added on. So now I'm going in with, again, some of that rubber top coat, and I'm applying this in between all of my crystals so I could go in and surround those 2 bottom Burgundy Delite crystals with some gunmetal caviar beads. I first decided that I wanted to do it on the Topaz Shimmer ones, but decided later on that I would do just the second and third burgundy delite crystal, again, which you will see later on. But I left this part in just so you could see how I apply my caviar beads. So I go in with a layer of a thick builder gel. In this case, I was using a rubber top coat, and then I add my crystals to that, and they actually like sort of sink into the gel, so they really do not move at all. And the reason that I like to apply my caviar beads with the gel as opposed to the glue is because once you've got them in place, because trust me, they are so bloody fiddly that you really do get your time to play around with them until you're happy with the position before curing them. And as you can see, I've just gone ahead and added some rose gold little pieces to that nail as well, just to fill it up a little bit. And now I'm going in with some of that rubber top coat again. This time I'm pushing it right up into those Swarovski crystals so they have a lot more protection and they won't pop off, and I apply this to all of the nails for a really glossy finish. And finally guys, this is what my design looks like once everything is done. So I've just gone ahead and added a little bit of bling to the pinky nail as well, just to bring it in line with the rest of the design. And I was so pleased with how this one turned out, and I absolutely loved the combination of those A&A glitters. They just went so well together with those Swarovski crystals, and I was absolutely in love with this design. And I really hope you guys enjoyed how it turned out also. And remember guys, if you're interested in any of the products that I have used in today's video, please check the description box and I will leave the exact names and where you could find them down there for you guys, as well as a discount code for A&A Glitter. And finally guys, if you did enjoy today's video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to click that notifications bell and also give this video a share. It does great things for my channel and helps me a great deal. And guys, that is us reached the end of today's video, and I really hope you enjoyed this one, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!